A more tragic reality has unfolded. The era of massive infrastructure development has passed, and we now find ourselves in the maintenance phase. During the infrastructure boom, the bureaucratic elites and speculators feasted on the substantial gains, while ordinary citizens enjoyed the trickle-down benefits. However, as we transition to maintenance, they are poised to extract their pound of flesh from us. In the first quarter of 2024, the combined profits from electricity, heat, gas, and water production and supply reached a staggering 192.12 billion yuan, marking a 40% year-on-year increase. These monopolistic profits still fail to satisfy the insatiable appetites of the bureaucratic elites. Over the past few decades, they've even spawned a new generation of mini-bureaucrats, eager to inherit their predecessors' spoils. The recent Chongqing gas meter scandal has raised alarm bells among China's grassroots population. Now, covert irregularities in pricing and hearings are increasingly catching people's attention. In one such hearing, I painstakingly discovered that 17 unidentified hearing representatives managed to pass the proposal for higher prices by a slim majority, 9 out of 17 votes, leaving the public feeling like mere pawns in their game. These deceptive practices and price hikes are akin to playing tricks on monkeys. Don't be swayed by their lofty slogans. Without robust oversight from all sectors of society, power inevitably corrupts. Unless they draining our last drop of blood, they will never relent. If you haven't realized the staggering impact of bureaucratic elites and colluding opportunists across various sectors, let me provide an imperfect analogy. Imagine a perfect business plan from your youth. With China's population of 1.3 billion, if each person donated just 1 cent to you, you'd amass a whopping 13 million yuan without affecting anyone's daily life. Well, these bureaucratic elites and speculators harbor similar thoughts, but their numbers are vast. China boasts 90 million party members, 80 million publicly funded personnel, and countless opportunists orbiting the bureaucratic elites. If all 90 million individuals aimed to pilfer 1 cent from each person's labor, we'd lose a staggering 1,170 trillion yuan. Amplifying this effect, the direct losses to the country far exceed 11,700 trillion yuan. So in the face of sheer numbers, releasing 10 trillion or 5 trillion yuan are mere drops in the ocean. Bureaucratic elites and opportunists corrode the hard-earned fruits of labor from China's entire workforce, stealing the rightful rewards that should belong to the people. Meanwhile, the diligent labor force, which could drive national investment and consumption, struggles without the purchasing power to improve overall economic conditions, perpetuating a vicious cycle. But that's not all. These bureaucratic elites, aside from their self-serving actions, are also fond of meetings. There's a saying in China, small matters warrant big meetings, while big matters merit small meetings. Unfortunately, these gatherings often devolve into empty rhetoric. For instance, in company meetings, discussions about workplace safety and occupational health abound, yet companies fail to invest in equipment upgrades, and leaders avoid enforcing production improvements. Can mere slogans truly demonstrate leadership's commitment or absolve them of responsibility? The same holds true for government-organized business and tax meetings. They rarely address the root issues and merely shift blame. The result? A waste of employees' time. If only bureaucratic leaders could distill their meeting speeches into concise documents, employees could grasp the situation in just 3 minutes. Instead, leaders often hint at their opinions verbally, avoiding written records. Even when documents are issued, they disregard execution costs and practical considerations, making it easier to deflect responsibility.